I don't know if you noticed, but I'm outside today. Mother Nature decided to play a sick little trick on me. Today is the most beautiful day we've had in probably over a week. Feels like summer, which is really saying something for October. So, in the spirit of these videos, having absolutely no planning and no care into what people think of them, I didn't really think of a topic. In fact, on the way here, I was trying to think of a topic, and then I filmed this video once, and I don't think I really had much to say. It's kind of a slow day today. Kind of a hay day today. But looking forward to tonight. Doing karaoke for the first time in 2 or 3 months. We'll hope I don't accidentally flub it. I'm pretty excited for next summer, which is not particularly healthy when you have all of this right now. Of course, you don't see it because they haven't invented temperature vision yet, but it will get very cold out here. In fact, tonight I'm sure it'll be absolutely freezing. It was yesterday. That's probably the only reason why I failed on the first take. Can't really think when I'm cold, as I've said. But yeah, I'm at a loss for things to talk about. And I guess that's sort of the goal of this series, is to get more comfortable talking about things. Because obviously I've thought about things, I just haven't really made them into anything. So this time, doing it a little differently. And, we got okay audio. Not sure how good it's actually going to be, but, you know. I have a friend who is looking for a passion. She's around the same age as me. She still hasn't found that passion. And it got me thinking, like, what constitutes a passion? Because for me, when I first started out at photography, it was on a phone, and I had no idea that it would become my passion. I didn't think that I had any future in visual arts. Didn't really think I was much good at it. But that's all changed, and very quickly too. I think it's only been a year since I got a new phone, which really brought my photography to a new level. And that sounds like a long time, but it doesn't feel that long. Or at least when I compare it to the rest of my life. Every year we think about ourselves a year ago, and we think, oh, that person was a horrible person. I can't believe that I did that. Or, wow, I was really bad at this. Yet, also, every year, at least for me, I think, I'm doing pretty good. My birthday's coming up soon, and that's kind of a time of forced retrospection of the last year for me. It's a very interesting sort of retrospection because, with how young I am, I don't really have a lot of experience in the world. things are changing all the time. There are so many things that I would have done a year ago, but I wouldn't do now. Sure, last year you could have convinced me to climb a tree. This year, I know that that would be very stupid. Last year, I didn't think I needed a real camera. This year, I'd only use my phone if I had to. It gets really beautiful this time of year. The trees are all shades of yellow and red. Sometimes I don't turn red, and that kind of sucks. So I'd argue it's the best color. This feels like a really strange place to record a video, because obviously it's beautiful around here. I'm just on the edge of a forest. Behind the camera, there's this really picturesque tree. And behind that tree, there's an entire forest of yellow-leaved trees. And I guess, that's the goal of this series, to get more comfortable talking to a camera. If I can arrange my points in a better manner, I think that's really going to help in everything. Because I also write songs. I don't really publish a lot of them. I don't think I'm very good at it. And the ones that I think are good, well, they're not really something I would share. But one thing I notice in those songs is they'll go on for like 10, 15 minutes. I'll literally pick up my guitar and I'll sing for 10, 15 minutes. One time it was even 45 minutes. And I notice that I repeat myself a lot. I'm probably still repeating myself in this video if I go back and watch it. But certainly it's not as bad as it used to be. I have a point here. At least I think I do. But I know in a year, I'm going to think these videos were horrible. And, try to have good self-esteem, but it really changes everything when you look back and just see what you were doing a year ago. Like, I think I'm finally at the point where I can say what I made a year ago was good content. But it didn't used to be like that. Didn't used to think of myself as a particularly good person. And I feel like finding a passion was really what changed that for me. People who are lost, something that you notice with them is they don't have a passion. They don't have something that they're excited to get home early from work to do. I mean, they might watch YouTube or Netflix, things like that, but they don't really have anything that brings them joy. And that's a big part of the reason why they're not happy. But how do you find a passion? Because for a lot of the people who have a passion, it just walked in the door for them. They kind of realized, like, hey, I'm really enjoying this. This is what I want to do. But how do you know that? How do you know that what you're doing is right for you if you don't have that intuition that so many people who have found their passions at a young age are blessed with? Something that I still don't understand. I still kind of confused how I found this taking photos all the time. And, there are costs that come with every passion. Everything is expensive. There's really none that you could look at as objectively better than the other. It's all about what you enjoy. And that enjoyment can really build your passion into a career. If you're really having fun and you take it as far as you possibly can, what you're passionate about could be something more than you might think. Like, I'm very, very passionate about photography. I love every aspect of it. And I don't think that I can explain exactly how the process I went through to find that. And I guess, it makes me sad that I know people who still haven't found their passions. Obviously, at my age, the people I know, we're all still young, we still have plenty of time. But it's been so rewarding to have a passion, to go out every day and know this is something that I want to be doing. And especially for me with photography, because obviously that's what I'm passionate about. I feel hopeful that one day it could be something more, a career. Like when I first, really just last week with my camera, when I first took portraits of people, that was something that I really enjoyed. I love the stories that could be told within just a frame of time, and especially at those high shutter speeds, you just see a singular moment that, as someone watching in the real world, you'd never notice. And I just think that's really beautiful. And all passions are like that. But it's sad that they're not easier to find. I'll take some photos while I'm out here. Find something worth sharing. Other than that, that's been it for today. Have a good rest of your day. See you later.